Hey everybody, it's Danielle Damiano with Real Estate Secrets Unlocked, and I want to talk to you today about expired listings and about our market. So we are just wrapping up summer of 2024. The kids are going back to school tomorrow, which is going to be crazy. I have a senior this year and I don't want to start crying, so let's not get into that. But wanted to let you know what I'm seeing and what's going on in the market. Okay, so first of all, I just checked the stats of Southwest Florida real estate market over the past 7 days. And I was shocked with what I saw. Okay. Well, shocked, but it's kind of been going on for a little bit of time now. So in the past 7 days, we have had 785 new listings come on the market. This is Collier County, which is like Naples, Marco Island area. And then Lee County, which is going to be like your Bonita, Estero, Fort Myers. So basically the whole Southwest Florida from, let's just say, Fort Myers down to Naples. So these are the stats for the past 7 days. Okay. We've had 785 new listings come on the market. We've only had 483 sold. So more homes are coming on the market than are actually selling. Okay. We had 1,202 people reduce the price. So we are seeing tons and tons of price reductions. What does that tell us? That tells us that we still have sellers in La La Land, and we still have real estate agents that are not strong enough with their sales skills to get a seller to price a home where it needs to be priced at in order for it to sell. Okay. Or it can also mean that we have a real estate agent that doesn't know a lot about the market, right? Or might be in that, okay, the seller wants to price high and let's try it for a couple of weeks. And if it doesn't sell, we're going to go reduce the price. What that is right there, and I'm going to get into it in a little bit, but what that is right there is an epic fail in today's market. You do not want to do that because you're just chasing the market down. Let's get back to market stats, and then I'm going to go into the epic fails. Okay. So we've had 1,202 people reduce the price. 278 people terminated their listing. I'm done. I'm terminating my listing. We had 223 withdraw the listing. I'm going to take it off of the market right now. Okay. And the best part, which if I was personally selling real estate right now, would be super excited about, is that we had 220 listings expire off the market. So if you don't know me, when I sold real estate, which I've sold real estate now for a very long time, but am in more of the coaching space now. So I'm not boots on ground, but I am because I have so many agents that I work with to help them increase their business. But anyways, 220 expired. Okay. That's a lot of expireds in 7 days. That is a huge market to go after, expired listings. And when I sold real estate, expired listing is where I built my business. Okay. So back in 2008, real quick, tell you a little story. Back in 2008, I owned a real estate and mortgage company. I also just had 2 babies. I had my daughter in August of 2007, my son in December of 2008. The market was literally crashing down and had already crashed. So I did not know what to do. I was basically owner operator of a mortgage company and a real estate company. I now had to go full time into real estate. And I was just like, well, nobody's really buying right now. And the inventory is sky high. I can't do mortgages because no one's really getting a mortgage. So I closed both companies. And I started knock, 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 door knocking. Okay. So I started door knocking, pre-foreclosures, Liz pendants, pulling the Liz pendants from the clerk of court website. So going to Lee Clerk, which is the county that I was in, I would pull the Liz pendants. Okay, this is all in one particular area. I had my little clipboard. I'd go knock on the home and on the door, and I built my listing inventory with pre-foreclosure Liz pendants homes very, very quickly. So I went from almost dead broke to over 50 listings in a very short period of time working pre-foreclosure homes. Okay. So when that started to dry out a little bit, I then pivoted into expired listings. And I would cold call for expireds every day. Expireds are a great source of where you can get listings now, okay? And the reason why is because the seller has already raised their hand saying, I want to sell my home. The seller has already raised their hand also saying, I am willing to pay an agent to sell my home. It's almost like, think of a for sale by owner. And think about like you, right? You want to go on vacation and you want to go to Europe and you want to do this 4 weeks in Europe and you want to hit all the sites and you want to stay at certain hotels and da-da-da-da. Are you going to go and plan that entire vacation on your own, which some people will do, right? Or are you going to hire a travel agent to take care of it for you, to make sure that you hit all of the spots, to make sure you're not leaving anything on the table, to make sure that you're, spending money at the right places, to make sure everything is lined up for you so you don't have to worry about it, so you can go and do your regular job and then just take your vacation to Europe and the travel agent has it all planned for you. That's how I like to look at real estate agents, okay? So when you have a for sale by owner, a for sale by owner is like the willy-nilly, person that's just going to go schedule or plan their 4 or 5 week European vacation, right? The expired listing is the person that's saying, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to hire a travel agent, or I'm going to hire a real estate professional. I'm going to hire a professional to take care of it for me so I don't have to deal with it, okay? So expired listings already said, hey, guess what? I'm going to pay an agent to sell my home for me. The other great thing about expireds is they already know what didn't work. When I was a listing agent and an expired listing agent, I always loved it if they were like 2 or 3 times expired. Because what that means is that in the beginning, either the agent wasn't strong enough to get them to where they needed to be on price, or the agent just took the listing, not really understanding pricing and didn't really communicate well. And that was the number one complaint I got from it. I didn't get. That was the number one complaint expired listings had, right, with their last agent. I would always say, what do you think the reason is your home did not sell? 9 times out of 10, it was the agent's fault. They never said, well, I didn't price it right, blah, blah, blah. That was never anything that they ever said. 9 times out of 10, it was the agent's fault. Sometimes they liked the agent and they're like, no, it wasn't the agent's fault. It was the market, blah, 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 whatever, right? So if you are a great real estate agent and you know your scripts and you use question-based selling to get people to where they want to go, you can literally dominate this market. And the reason why I said that I like them if they expired 2 or 3 times, it's because now they're really motivated to sell, right? In the beginning, when they listed it with agent number 1, maybe they weren't so motivated. And now that it expired 2 or 3 times, we're talking about 12 months, 18 months, 24 months on the market, maybe, who knows, right? Now they need to get it sold. Now they want to sell. Now they're going to price it to sell. Now they're going to listen to you. So somebody that has expired 2 or 3 times, I would be like, yes, this is awesome. So anyways, expired listings is an incredible source for you if you want to be a listing agent to go in and take market share and dominate your market working expired listings. And if you want to know how to work expired listings, I have a course coming up on expired listings, and I teach you exactly how to, number 1, find the listings, number 2, what to say, all of the scripting. We go over the listing presentation. The biggest challenge with expired listings is what to say on the phone, because they're getting bombarded by a million different agents calling them. Half of the time they're calling them before 8 a.m. So now they're super annoyed. The property didn't sell. They've gotten over 150 calls. They want to know what you're going to do to sell their home on the phone. They want to know, did you ever show my property when it was on the market? Why do you think my home didn't sell? And all of these other questions. And I am going to show you how to answer them, okay? And how to be that bulldog agent, how to get the appointment, what to do at the appointment, and how to get the listing agreement signed every time. So that's my little rant about what's going on in the market. Where, I see us going. Where I see us going is that over the next 2 years, we are going to see a lot more pre-foreclosures, and we're going to see a lot more expired listings. And I know a lot of people out there will say, well, Danielle, it's not going to be like it was back in 2008 because people have equity. Well, let me ask you, the people that bought 2 years ago that paid $50,000 over ask price, right? Do they have equity? Probably not. So there are a lot of people with equity, but there's a lot of people without equity, right? Also, a lot of people with equity, you know what they've done? Cashed out on their equity to pay off their credit card bills. Interest rates are almost 30% on credit cards. That's insane, right? That's crazy. So everything has gone up. Gas is up. Groceries are up. Like everything is up. People are using their credit cards just to survive. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? I have equity. Let me tap into my equity so I can pay off my credit card bills. Let me tap into my equity so I can have some cash to do whatever, right? So the equity that they did have, guess what? They don't really have that equity anymore. And if they want to do, let's just say a cash out refinance or a home equity line of credit, typically they're going to be maxed at an 80% loan to value, right? So they can't go higher than the 80%. So the 20% that they do have, guess what that is? It's stuck equity. It's stuck in their home. They can't do anything about it. And I've had people call me recently, their insurance went up, the flood zones have changed. They weren't in a flood zone before. They're now in a flood zone. So now they have to get flood insurance, or they got forced placed flood insurance because they couldn't pay for the insurance. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer over here. I'm just trying to explain to you the reality of what's going on. I had someone call me recently. They lost their job. They couldn't make their mortgage payments for 6 months, right? The bank was starting a pre-foreclosure. So even if you got equity, if you can't refinance your home and you can't afford to pay the bank what you actually owe them because you were 6, 7, 8 months late on your mortgage, what are you going to do? Are you going to let the home go in foreclosure? Or are you going to list the home and sell it? And then you don't have a foreclosure on your credit. And now you can go rent a home and work again to build yourself back up, right? And this is just the stuff that happens to everybody. This is just stuff that happens in real estate markets. In real estate markets, there's always booms and there's always busts. You can go back to the 1800s. I wrote a book, Short Sale Secrets Unlocked. And in that book, I go over the history of the real estate market. And I know you've all heard the term history repeats itself. Well, it does. History repeats itself. Markets are cyclical. So back in 2021, 22, when I saw the builders turning people away, giving 1% commission, people are lining up for these lotteries to get a lot, that same thing happened back in 05. And if you were not around in 05, I'm letting you know that's what was going on in 05. That's what sparks me to write the book, Short Sale Secrets Unlocked. So now builders will pay you, right? 6%, however much. I don't even know what they're paying. I just saw some builder, like if you sell one of their penthouses, they're going to give a Porsche. Really? So now they're going to give away cars and this and that, where before they didn't even want to talk to you because they had people lining up down the street to buy their stuff. And now they don't, right? The tables have turned. And the same thing happened back in 06 and 07. In 2009, in downtown Fort Myers, I think those builders were paying 8% to sell their units because the inventory was so high. So I just want to let you know what's going on in the market. I do have 2 classes coming up. One of them is a certified foreclosure avoidance specialist. It is a certification course. I teach you everything about how to work with people that receive a Liz pendant, and it's different in every state. So we go over the different states, what the requirements are, like why banks are foreclosing now more than ever, because they know that people got equity, so they better do it pretty quickly if they want to make some money, right? Like, it's crazy. I promise you, this is what's going to go on over the next couple of years. So if you want to learn how to work expired listings or how to work pre-foreclosure homes, I invite you to one of my classes, or I have free 1-hour webinars all the time where I'm showing people exactly, what happened, what's about to come, and I'll invite you to those classes as well. So that's just kind of my little rant for today. I do a lot of classes and a lot of teaching in the Southwest Florida area. For those of you that have been in my class, you know that I sometimes go off on like tangents and I'm like, wait, where was I? But I always come full circle and bring it around to give you guys as much knowledge as I possibly can, because I'm extremely passionate about helping real estate agents, because I was that real estate agent that was lost. Yes, I owned a real estate and mortgage company, but at that point I was only like a couple of years into the business. And when the market shifted in 2008, I literally did not know what to do. So I had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaching and seminars and all of this stuff. And I'm so passionate about sharing all of my knowledge with everybody in my community. So whether you're in my CRM community or my memberships, or, whatever, I'm very passionate about it. I want you to really think about what's going on in your business. These classes are not for anybody that wants to be a buyer's agent, okay? It's not going to be for someone that wants to be a buyer's agent. It's specifically on how to work expired listings and how to work pre-foreclosure homes, especially in a down market, because you have the opportunity now. You have the opportunity to take market share, because so many agents are getting out of the business. They don't know how to navigate it. So not only are we going to be heading into what I think is not just a correction, I 100% think it's going to be a recession, but I don't know. I'm not 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a, forecaster like that, but I do think it is going to be a recession. I think we're going through a lot right now in both the mortgage and the real estate markets. With the NAR settlement, there's a lot of agents that don't have strong brokers that, are really like, they don't know what to do. They're literally just lost. And so now is your opportunity. If this is your career, if you're a real estate agent or even a real estate investor, and this is what your career is, and you want to focus on listings, okay? Not buyers, but on listings. These 2 classes are so important for you to learn how to work expired listings and how to work pre-foreclosure homes, because we only have a limited amount of time for you to be able to learn all of this and then crush it, right? Because markets are cyclical. So the down time, the recession or the correction or whatever it's going to be, it's not going to be for like 5 years, right? You have a limited amount of time to take advantage on this market. And I want you to be the first ones in, okay? So all of the information about the classes are below. I would love to see you in the class. I can promise you they're not boring. I'm not like a boring instructor. It will be a lot of fun, and I would love for you to join my community. So I hope to see you in the class. You can also get my book, Short Sale Secrets Unlocked, which is sold on Amazon if you want more information about that. I also have another book, Real Estate Secrets Unlocked. I got a great testimonial the other day from someone that said, oh my gosh, Danielle, I wish I had all of this information. When I was just starting out, I've been in the business 6 years now, and it's all very relevant. So anyways, my point is not just to lay on horn. My point is I'm here to help you, because I felt like there was no one there to help me. Until I found coaching. Sorry about that. It's my phone. Until I found coaching. And I was able to really get into a community with help. And I know a lot of people don't have the means to do that. So take my course, message me if you have any questions at all, let me know. I hope to see you guys in the course. And I'm super excited to build a community where we're all helping each other. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. Real Estate Secrets Unlocked is the podcast. And yeah, I'm here to help. I'm here to help all of you real estate agents and investors out there. So let's go crush this market together.